From the depths of internet, we come to you. Bad news, good news, dead horse beating news. Even no news will stop us. We'll make news. Even if it is in dumpster fire. We bring you integrity, except when it's EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, Star Citizen, practically all of them. Movies, shows, and other industry bullshit. This totally is not a waste of time, but it sure is. Space Waste News! Shit, we're on. Oh God. Well, there we go.
Welcome to Space Waste News for October 10th, 2021. I'm the pilot, that's Yamix, and we are here today to give you all of the news that's worth spacing and wasting, because that's what we do.
No, we're just here to waste time.
Yeah, I mean that's a given.
So okay.
I noticed we're playing Star Citizen today.
Why did I teleport back to the? Oh God. Okay, you know,
That's
at this
awesome.
point, it's
Amazing.
Star Citizen. I don't care. It's stupid and still bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter why I got teleported back.
I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't say it's stupid and bad. I'd say it's probably just not finished. I kind of enjoy the stupid little things, like, you know, I made it halfway
Not
down the hallway and all of a sudden, well, maybe. I mean, technically we're not finished. You know, we do kind of half-ass the show. We were just talking about how much we half-assed the show when we screwed up the intro.
Okay, fair enough.
You know.
I do not present myself as a finished news show or anything like that. Literally, it is in the name. Waste.
They don't present this as finished either.
Oh well.
Look, you know what? As long as we're talking about Star Citizen, we might as well, because they had CIzenCon yesterday.
Yeah, so I didn't watch, if anyone's interested, because I literally had far better things to do with my time than watching some promo piece by a company that is over-bloated, over-funded, and literally does very little to justify its existence. But, you know, hey, that's just my critique.
You know what? No. Hold on a minute.
Yes.
I'm going to come to the defense here, simply because...
Yes, as the kids say, you're simping them for Star Citizen, are you? I barely know what people say. Yes,
I know you don't. You're old, but it's fine. Listen, I understand you have some valid criticisms, and some of them I actually agree with. But when you turn around and say they don't actually, you know, justify their own existence, and it's blah blah blah, and you consider it no effort bullshit, I mean, that's not entirely true either. There was 9 hours. It was a 9-hour live stream yesterday.
The fact that the show would be really nice and all CIzenCons are really impressive in the show-wise. Yes, yeah. As a show, they actually put in a lot of work. When it comes to marketing, they actually put in a lot of work, and that's what I've always sort of said, almost praised them for, even though I dislike that sort of marketing. It is still noteworthy. So absolutely.
Here's where we're going to get into something tricky. So I did watch it, and from my perspective, I watched as much as I could. From my perspective, the overwhelming majority of the entire show was extremely dry and technical. And I mean, after they did some nice reveals. There's going to be the 400i, which I really love the design of. They showed off Pyro, which is the next system they're going to debut after Stand-in.
After 9 fucking years, mind you. Woo-hoo-hoo! Another system.
You know that's cumulative, right? Like, as soon as they get faster and faster and faster. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You can't
the overwhelming amount of
things,
show.
I know, yes.
No, no, no. But you can get better at building the tools that will build them for you. Anyway, the overwhelming amount of the show was very technical, talking with graphics people and sound people and designer people. And I would love to turn around and argue all of your points and say actually they are doing a lot of work on this and this and this and this is how they're doing it and blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I might be too stupid to actually understand what they were saying. I could not follow it. I just couldn't. I tried really hard. Watching the designers go through, this is how we do this, and this is how we design this cloud dust nebula section, and this is how we made the effect for this gun, and this is the tree that controls you, which controls the gun, which controls the mechanism for loading the ammo, which is part of this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing, and it's all really really over designed. And I couldn't really follow it. I was kind of bored. But it's not for me, I don't think. I think it's more for people like you who actually used to designing games and such like that. And you have more, obviously, game design experience than I do. Which is why I actually kept telling you to go watch it. And you're like, no, I have better things to do with my time.
I literally had my own very, very few people viewed stream. That was, frankly speaking, a better spent time for me. So, yeah. Yep.
All right. But I mean, look, the thing is that I don't really, and again, I'm being honest, I don't really understand what I was watching for the technical aspects, but I don't suppose I needed to. From what I did see and enjoy, I liked the jump points that they showed off, that they're going to move from system to system. I like how I like the way they look and how they design them. I like the 400i. I really like the 400i. It's got such a great design, and I'm a big Mercury Star Runner guy because I love that ship. But I think I might go for the 400 instead because it doesn't take going through 4 hallways.
Dangling a shiny little thing in front of a cat. That's all I got.
I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it.
It doesn't matter whether or not you're going to be buying it. It's just your attention straight goes for that.
No, hold on a minute. We both appreciate good design.
Oh, sure. It's just that I'm not going to be wasting more than just a couple of seconds saying, yeah, that looks okay. Or good. Or, eh.
I mean, I'm not going to apologize for looking at a playable ship in game and going, oh, I want to fuck around with that thing. I mean, that's kind of what we do. I think it looks interesting. And to be perfectly honest with you, the real big upselling point for me was the fact that, like I said, the Mercury Star Runner, you have to go through like 3 or 4 different rooms and then the hallway for no reason to get to the cockpit. The 400, it looks like you go up the stairs, hit a lift that takes half a second, make a quick right, and boom, you're in the cockpit. I think that's fucking perfect. That's a major selling point to me right now in Star Citizen.
What I'm hearing right now is that getting into a ship every time, walking 10 minutes back and forth, is going to get really boring, and that's why you shouldn't include ship interiors, right?
No, I get where you're going with it, but no, that's not what I'm saying.
Internet cooking for those that understand the reference.
Are you going to put up an asterisk for thank you Arf for that one?
Jesus. You ruined it, damn it. All right, carry on,
but the whole look. Listen. It right now, I like I said, I love the MSR, but I have no reason. There's no reason for that server room because there's none of that gameplay attached. If I could get past it or use it as cargo space until they do actually enter the stuff.
Box mission, box mission works. So. You can put very big box mission there.
No, yeah, exactly. I'd love to just until the server stuff is ready, get rid of the servers. Let us put more stuff in there. I'd be okay with that. I don't know. It all looked interesting. 3.15 is in PTU as we speak, which a lot of people said it was good. A lot of people are running into some lovely bugs, which I think is great. Apparently, there's a section in I think Port Olisar where there's an invisible banana Not really. I'm just using a euphemism. Or if you're running and you go hit this certain spot, you will slip and fly almost upside down and smack down on the ground and almost die.
My gods, I need to see that. Like if you got the clip, I want to see it. Damn it.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up right now.
After the show. Don't worry.
All right.
Anyways, what else did happen in the CIzenCon then? Anything noteworthy?
Not terribly much. Like I said, it was kind of dry and boring in a lot of places. They kind of zhuzhed it up as much as they could. Jared's little spots in between different pre-recorded sections was, he was fun. He was having fun with it. At one point he's about to launch 3.15. I just sent you the link for the video, by the way.
Neat.
He's about to launch. He's saying, 3.15 is coming as soon as I finish this sentence and push this button. And I don't know if I want to finish this sentence. I think I'm just going to keep talking.
That was already a sentence. Maybe those were two sentences.
Yeah, I know.
It just shows the capability of American understanding of the grammar and all that stuff. Education system, damn it. Anyways,
I think you might be missing the joke.
I know.
Anyway, he's sitting there basically prolonging it. Like, the second that he gives the cue, they'll launch 3.15 for the PTU people. And, he's just kind of dragging it out and just kind of smiling at the camera. I thought that was fun. He had fun with it. I think it was overall pretty good. I enjoyed hearing from a lot of the different people who actually work on the game design. I didn't understand a lot of it, and some of those accents were pretty thick. I was having a little hard time understanding them, but I think they could have been prepped a little bit more for how to talk on camera too. But that's neither here nor there. They all seem like decent people, and I wish I could tell you more, but there wasn't a whole lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, actually I did ask about Squadron 42. So any news on that one? Oh God, 9 hours and still nothing.
Yeah, but there was one thing that actually did look neat. They did talk about Vulkan for a little while, that how they're going to implement that. I know that's going to actually help with the gameplay and frame rate a lot. Server meshing is going to come out in 4.0. What do you think now?
No.
All right, fine.
No, the thing is, right, so Vulkan is, generally speaking, is a graphics API. It's basically a set of specific code or DLLs, blah, 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 basically that tells the graphics card where to put what pixel, generally speaking. The method in which it does is different from API to API, basically speaking, but it's just a bunch of commands that allow you to display or tell the graphics card to display a pixel here. The way the game displays those pixels, what goes into making that one scene, one frame, now that is the big question now, isn't it? Because let's say if you have no culling enabled, that is objects that are obscured by other objects should not be drawn pointlessly first, right? So wasting GPU's time because that part of the frame is going to be still overdrawn by stuff that is in front of it. So that thing is stuff that actually matters. Yes, Vulkan, depending on that is Vulkan in comparison to
do you have a point,
DirectX 11, which Star Citizen is currently running. Yes, Star Citizen currently runs DirectX 11. Difference between those two APIs is generally that Vulkan is more multi-threaded, but it depends how it's implemented by the developer themselves. It opens up a little bit more performance if you do it correctly. However,
I saw what they had a Vulkan version running on stream. It looked pretty good to me.
Fair enough. In their demos, they always manage to run it just fine, don't they? Now, the interesting thing is that there have been 2 games in the recent times that have shown questionable implementation of Vulkan. One would be No Man's Sky, and the other one is X4. You see, when originally.
Oh no. We're not doing this. We're not doing the 20-minute breakdown of poor implementations of back-end graphical API. It looks cool. I think it's going to make improvements to the FPS, and I'm leaving it at that. Until we actually see it and we can touch it, we can handle it, I'm not going to sit there and presume that it's going to be terrible, nor have a 20-minute discussion about it.
Well, agreed? Sucks to be you then.
All right then. Also, they showed off the level pathing about different. If you have a mission to go to one of these settlements, you might be able to. If you're friendly with them, then you could walk right in and make a deal and buy it. If you're not friendly with them, then this is how you can stealth your way in. And the stealth gameplay actually looked pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that looked amazing. The one-shot kills, from the headshot with the silenced pistol.
Surprise.
The ability to go into somebody's. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. The ability to go into a laundry hamper and change your outfit so you look like them, so you can go walk through the section. Without getting spotted as easily. I think that looked good too. I mean, these are all things that I enjoy in stealth games anyway. I'm glad that they implemented them. And it looks promising. And like I said, until I can actually put hands on it myself, I'm not gonna. I've learned this lesson repeatedly. Until I can actually play it myself, I'm not gonna, bring it up or tear it down. That's all.
Well, alrighty then. I'll wait for your judgment then on the Vulkan version, though. I have my own reservations about that. Anyhow, let's see, CIzenCon. Anything else that?
No, I think that was pretty much it. I'd love to say that there was more, but at some point even I tuned out and I was like, I'm gonna go get lunch and got myself a chicken sandwich and came back a couple hours later. I was like, holy crap, outside. They're still going.
Play ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Have fun with something that doesn't glitch out.
Well, I mean, I have spent enough time outside. I can't say it doesn't glitch out, but the graphics are much better. Frame rate doesn't drop too. It's nice.
Imagine that. All right. Oh, god damn it. There we go. All right.
Dude, I sent you the clip. Pull up the clip. That was
Jesus
funny.
Christ. Give me a moment. Very big few moments. Hold on.
Few moments.
Hold on. I think this.
Artful in the chat is saying it had a lot of Stargate film moments with the pyro bit because they were retrieving an Egyptian artifact thing. Yeah, it did kind of look like it was a little bit out of Stargate. I'll give you that. Was it jade with gold and technological trimming? Yeah.
Oh, that's a neat.
All right, so here.
Well,
that's great.
Well, Well, all right then. What I like to do oftentimes in Star Citizen, give me a moment. Let me find some stairs. First, let me just showcase the quality of quality. Yeah, very big sentence right there. All right. Yeah, there we go.
No! Pull yourself up the stairs again.
Oh my God. Okay, never mind. Next topic.
Oh, okay. Hey, speaking of space things that kind of maybe would let you down, Foundation is now on its 4th episode, and
I watched it. Actually, I really like it. The
really,
Foundation
the
as
first
a general.
two.
Yes. The first two actually
kind of mess you up. Interesting. So I thought it was visually amazing and I loved it.
Oh, visually it is interesting. Something that you
hold on. Visually it was amazing, but story-wise it was simultaneously slow and way too fast. Each scene was just so rushed, and I wanted it to breathe a little bit more. I wanted to
Yeah, I'm honestly by the episode 3 I was like, wait, what? What? Hold on. Is this? Wait. Okay. Now it's in the future even more. Oh God! Just give me fucking numbers on the screen or some sort of visual indication that things moved forward. Otherwise, I can barely understand where in the time are we from the last fucking scene. That is the issue with cinematography in modern days, where you don't pay or put in attention to detail where it would indicate some sort of time passage.
No, they do say like 50 years later and then 10 years later. And, I mean, it's not perfect, and I think the direction could have been a little bit better. But I got to tell you, episode 3 was a lot better than episode 2 for me, and then episode 4 was pretty good too. And I'm actually kind of getting back into it and having, my hope and optimism come back. And I'm probably going to watch the rest of the season, and I hope it actually ends up being good.
Right.
I do.
To visual effects, I can say that boy oh boy, are we going backwards in time. Jesus. The hover speeders and the 3D graphics integration within the live action clips. Oh my God, it's so bad.
How? I don't agree with that at all.
It feels uncanny valley, sort of almost like, I'd say. I don't know.
Wow. All right. I mean, we have vastly different experiences. Yeah. Like that bit where she's in where they're
shots,
doing the faster.
The
those
wide shots are really nicely done and they feel believable. But but when basically Space Odyssey, right? Space Odyssey back in 1980s, right? I think it was when it launched, that movie. When that can have better visuals than a modern, TV show with big budget, I question the visual effects. Is all.
All right, so I would like to know very much specifically what scene you're talking about, because I can't think of anything like that. Right, like there was that bit where they're traveling faster than light. Hold on. There's a bit where they're traveling faster than light and they go into stasis.
That one. No.
And that the way that shield came off over her face, I thought that was excellent. I thought it was extremely well done.
That's a pretty decent visual effect. Sure, yeah. What I'm talking about are few specific. Damn it! When I write, okay. Okay. Right. This is amazing. So I wrote in Google search Foundation 4 without episode 4. This is what I got.
I can't see. There's a delay. I can't see anything.
Oh.
Well, yeah, dude. What do you think was going to happen?
I know. But god damn it, episode 4. Let's see. The monolith is all right. Oh God. For crying out loud. Give me a moment. I'm finding.
Well, while you find it, I will say that the ability to track the quote unquote main characters of the show is a little jarring.
It is,
because there are so many time jumps. Yeah, there are so many time jumps that it's very hard to figure out who the hell is who, and all of a sudden it's 20 years later and I'm like, wait, was that the person I was watching from? No, okay, I don't know what I'm watching. And then there's so many names that are so similar, and their technical jargon is off-putting. So at some point you're gonna have someone say, and Harry said the fucker. What? Did you catch that? Did anyone catch that? Was that someone's name between the explaining an artifact, or was that some kind of tech that we're talking about? Okay, cool. We're moving on. It's jarring, but I don't know.
Overall, it's surprisingly it's not filled with too many jargon-esque things. The one thing that I noticed, so I'm not gonna find the fucking screenshots. No one is uploading, partial screenshots online because god damn it, fucking assholes. Anyways, when the chick was fixing the fence, right? And she drives off with a speeder. That scene where the speeder moves off, that is the weird part I'm talking about. And that's not the only instance where it kind of happens. But it's basically some visual effects are far lower than others. That's the weird thing for me. Regardless, let's see.
Lee Pace fucking kills it, though. I'll tell you that much.
Who-ha?
Empire. The guy who plays
absolutely fantastic portrayal. Absolutely.
You recognize him, right? That's Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Huh. Well, with all the makeup and stuff, it's kind of hard to tell. So,
did you ever hear of a show called Pushing Daisies?
No.
It's about a small little nerdy dude that figures out when he was a kid that if he touches dead people, dead things, they come back to life, but only for a few minutes, and then something of equivalent value has to die. And as long as he never touches them again, they'll stay alive. But if he does touch them again, then both things stay dead forever. And he grows up to be the Pie Man, and it's an interesting show. I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to watch something very charming and fun. But Lee Pace also starred in that, but he wasn't this jacked guy. He was this scrawny little dude, and it's jarring to me. Yeah, it's jarring to me to see the Pie Man, this friendly, oh, I'm shy and I'm very, withdrawn and introverted, to be Ronin, and then Empire, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, Jesus, Lee Pace, the fuck.
But yeah, anyways, my actually issue with the Foundation, generally speaking, is that the world surprisingly doesn't feel like it is this massive, super high tech, top of the peak of the humanity's sort of the advanced
evolution.
Whatever evolution point in the history. It doesn't feel like it because it lacks a sort of, I don't know, more intimate feel with the world, if you will. They only basically show that one capital world, and even with that, when you examine scenes, you only have the throne rooms, and their big mansion. And that's all they basically show. In the first episode, that's when you only really see their library and how people work on and live on the first couple of levels, right? That's all you see of the world building. Yeah, yeah, they tell you that, but they don't show you that, and that's the issue with the world building. They just don't show properly the thing to make you feel like it actually is real and living.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. When we go pick up the initial student and her water world, I thought that was,
well, that's the thing. The first episode tries to do it, but does it, fine. It does it once, which is good. And I expected to see more and more of, that world building a bit more. But no, we get more of, what is that? That planet. Terminus. There we go. We see more of Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus is boring. Terminus is boring. I'll give you that.
But we see more of that than the fucking it's super mega infrastructure.
That's where the show is set, man. I mean, know. They got banished to a rock. That's the point.
My point is, because of that lack of world building, the empire as a whole, right, doesn't feel like an empire. It feels like this one big advanced planet, and that's it.
Well, it kind of is. Trantor is just one big. It's an ecumenopolis. It's one big city planet.
Yes, but I mean, there are more planets that people have, colonized and so on and so forth. For example, right? Let's take fucking Game of Thrones. Whatever. In Game of Thrones, you tend to see the little details. The commoners' sort of ground, if you will, as well. How people live in each of the locations that filming takes place. These little things sort of unconsciously, but still makes you feel like it is a living place, living space, and there are multiple locations, each with unique style, visuals, and as well people. So that's what kind of misses from the Foundation and all the cinematography, if you will, on that visual storytelling, without actually being told that, oh, this is a big planet. Okay, you told me that, but it doesn't feel like it. Why? Because you told me, and all you show is just one throne room. So yeah,
actually, I gotta tell you, my biggest problem so far is that they, what happened to Jared Harris, like right off the bat. Like, God damn it, I was watching this show for him. Let's be honest here. Jared Harris is fucking awesome.
The mathematician, yes.
Yeah. The psychohistory.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn it. Whatever. And I know why.
Generally
I know
speaking,
the story,
what was his purpose? What would be his purpose afterwards? It feels like basically they killed him off because, well, his purpose is done.
Oh, spoilers. Spoilers.
It's
I was kind of... Yeah, I know, whatever. I know you're right. Anyway, let's move on because we've been talking about this for a while.
Fuck. Anyways, carry on. So, wait, actually, surprisingly, Foundation is the first sci-fi-ish series in a little while that I've gotten interested in. So yeah, good on you, I guess.
Expanse?
No, Expanse I hated. I told you this multiple times.
I generally tend to forget things when you say them.
Well, this sucks to be you then, I guess. Oh, carrying on then to the next thing. What did you got? Or do I need to go for one of mine?
It's your turn. You pick
all
right.
All right. So CitizenCon is done. Right. Let's then talk about the Battlefield, since it is in the title there. And this week, particularly on October 8th, the open beta for the new Battlefield has come out, and I did play for it. Yesterday I was actually doing the stream of that instead of watching that CitizenCon crap. And got to say that... having experienced a few open betas from DICE and Battlefield series, I gotta say it feels rough for their beta. It's a really AAA game and so on and so forth. So you'd expect a bit more stable and bug free if you feel if you want to experience when it comes to Battlefield series, and yet they haven't. Some people have said already that it's basically a copy-paste of Battlefield 4, which I don't think it really is. It's attempting to have the same thing, but with a slightly different paint for a coat of paint, and with lesser functions, it feels. Well, at the same time, having more of it, kind of. As in... different functions, new gimmicks, if you will. The weapon specking, like in Crysis, that's basically a gimmick that they are trying to put in. Also, more players in the one server, that's also a very good thing indeed. However, when it comes to actually refinement of the gameplay beta-wise, it's lesser than Battlefield 1, in my opinion, and Battlefield 4 open beta. So, yeah, it's not looking that good. And $70 for that? No, I would probably go back and play, I don't know, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, that sort of thing. So, at least from the beta, the impressions aren't that great, surprisingly. But there you go. I mean, generally speaking, it is Battlefield, right? So there you go. If you wanted another Battlefield, there you go. But that's my impressions, at least for now.
I mean, I literally know nothing about the game. I didn't even know it went into an open beta. No interest or desire to play it at all. But I mean, it's a pretty safe bet that it's pretty much exactly like the last one, isn't it?
The thing is, the last one was Battlefield 5. Right? Battlefield 5 was, I think, in World War II setting, while Battlefield 1 was World War I setting. And before that, you got Battlefield Hardline, which was garbage. And before that, you got Battlefield 4.
I feel like you have not just told me I'm wrong or right.
No,
You've just given me random facts.
Generally speaking, the time period was different and weaponry as well. So not exactly like the last two Battlefields, but pretty much what Battlefield was for majority of its time. Yes.
Sure. Did you watch Lower Decks this week?
Nope. Haven't had the time to actually pick it up and rewatch it. Watch it rather, the new season. I just simply started watching some other stuff.
It was very good. It was actually very, very good. And I am, like I said last week, I'm loving the Easter eggs that they managed to slip into every freaking episode. But even more than that, I didn't realize it until someone pointed it out on Twitter that, you know, the show actually fulfills exactly what it says on the tin, is that you're watching the Lower Decks crew and you're watching these stories of Lower Decks people. And I didn't realize it, but there was an actual Star Trek episode in there playing out in the background.
Oh,
yeah, and it's like it answers like an entire season arc that I know at the end of it, and I'm like, oh, that answers that. I didn't realize that like they played out an entire serious storyline arc for the entire season and paid it off and connected all these dots, and I'm like, Jesus, that's way too smart for this show. I'm just watching it for, you know, Boimler making a replicator blow up in his face. I didn't realize that. Holy hot damn. All right, cool. It's extremely well done. I cannot recommend it enough. You should catch up. I think you'll like it too.
Yeah, it's on quote unquote list, if you will. Eventually I will. I mean, the final
It's like 20 minutes long.
Final space. Did that end?
Yes, that's over.
Okay. Now trying to remember whether or not I watched it. Oh,
yeah,
God.
That was a big problem and kind of why it's over.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'll catch up to all that stuff anyways. Right. Then moving on, we have, oh boy, do you want to talk about them Twitch leaks?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Hassan anyway, so if you want to go down that road. Okay. Do you know who Hassan Piker is?
Have heard the name. H3H3?
Okay. No.
Okay.
But they are friends. Okay. So if you actually watch the the Twitter, you know, metrics and what's popular and trending, the Twitch leak came up, but actually much higher than the Twitch leak was Hassan, which is one of the Twitch people whose information got leaked. And everyone's like, oh, this leftist socialist streamer makes so much money, and I bet you didn't know it. He's a hypocrite, and you should all hate him. And he's like, motherfucker, god damn it. My subscriber count is literally above my head. It's not hard to figure out how much money I'm making. God damn it. And he points it out. He says, look, this is what the media does every fucking time. Because they can't have someone who actually has attention and actually speaks to things that people agree with and actually making money at the same time, because then it's terrible and horrible. So why the hell am I trending harder than the actual Twitch leak itself? You know, he makes a good point. But yeah, that's my thought process on it.
All right. Those that don't know, Twitch database leak happened, and Twitch confirms that this data be true, and so on and so forth. Basically, on Reddit one day, information piped up on basically a what was it? A torrent site or a torrent, basically, for the information on it, and from there you could actually see the top earning channels on Twitch, which surprisingly the most earning one is the what was it? Critical Role, with nearly 10 million monthly. So that is impressive on one hand. However, considering that the companies that often Critical Role, for example, use for their content and so on and so forth, the Wizards of the Coast and so on and so forth, those companies are far richer. So in the grand scale,
do you really care?
No, it's interesting that in grand scale, even to this day, the media, if you will, this is basically media streaming, whether or not that is video making as well, makes a very small portion of the general sort of entertainment industry. Still, I kind of expected a bit more, but then again, it is what it is. So yeah.
Well, I mean, that's only publishing ad rev. That's not counting sponsorship stuff like that. Blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
It's probably actually much higher. But I mean, do you really care?
Oh, I never care.
I'm not.
I'm happy about my success, and I continue to try and make my thing happen. And however much I earned, as much as I'm not starving, I'm fine. So yeah.
You know what? The one thing that really gets me is that whenever anyone turns around and says to me like, working on the internet or making content is not, an actual thing. It's not a real serious thing. It's not a serious job. You need to get serious and blah, 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 blah. I say, okay, hey, look, see this big-titted woman who's double fisting microphones and licking them? She made, what is it, like $70,000 last month just by licking that microphone. So
yep,
fucking A, dude.
That's that's the internet. I mean, it's still, it is not as sad, depressing, or sometimes really stupid as cryptocurrency, and let's be frank about that. Okay, so yeah,
what's wrong with crypto?
Plenty of shit coins and speculative markets, essentially. That literally is what it is.
Wait, hold on. Yes. How is that any different than the stock market?
Well, exactly. It's still shit. Isn't it?
I'm sorry.
It's still shit.
I'm sorry. I'm used to people turning around and saying crypto shit. Now the stock market and fiat currency, that's where the smart people go. I'm like, uh-huh.
Okay. Sure, buddy, sure. Oh, sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
I mean, you know how I feel about it. We should get rid of money, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. Let's introduce futurist. Fucking communism. Trust me, dude. You don't want it.
It's not communism. Just get rid of money. You don't need it. We don't need it.
But we really don't. It is really useful. You realize that.
It's useful in cultures that are budding and growing. Yes, fine. As an exchange for goods and uses and services and et cetera, et cetera. But once everything is basically digitized anyway, and you have accountability and a freaking paper trail no matter what the fuck you do, it's kind of fucking pointless. We're already transitioning from physical currency to digital currency anyway. The obvious next step is to just get rid of currency. It's still not
digital currency. Well, at this point, I don't care anymore. Fuck this noise. We're we're wasting news, I guess. So
hold on a minute. No. Seriously. Yes. Seriously. You're a big Star Trek fan, yes?
I consider myself a Star Trek fan, and yeah, sure, but not a big one.
I'm not asking you to dress up in the fucking onesie here. I'm asking if you like the show.
Sure. I do
Thank
like
you. God's sake. Listen, Star Trek's reality and universe, that whole place, is built on the concept that they evolved past money. They don't need it. The only people who actually use money in the Star Trek, canon are the Ferengi and some of the other minor cultures you see off screen. And you don't need it. That's the point. That was the whole point of the Ferengi, is to show you how greed is stupid and ends up giving you backwards ass compatible answers to, no particular problem at all. Yes?
Okay, your point. That was your point? Very well then.
I'm just saying we don't need money. We'd be better off without it.
Well, I say we need globalization, but that's a whole different fucking topic. Anyways, carrying on then.
Wait, is no one gonna give him shit for being a globalist? I mean, I agree, but seriously, I get the shit in the chat for wanting whatever. Moving on.
Oh god, it's all right. Well, right. So, the Twitch leaks, yeah. So basically, if you're interested in the top earning people and then some other extra potential information, go there. Otherwise, that happened. Good job, Twitch.
I forgot we were talking about Twitch.
Yeah, right. Anyways, on this smaller news, actually, Hitman Game of the Year version was removed from GOG. You see, GOG boasts that they are DRM-less platform. Essentially, every game on there is DRM-less. However, the Hitman Game of the Year version was always online DRM, and obviously people went and got their knickers in the twist, or whatever the Brits say, or something like that. Yes, and promptly GOG did issue a statement apologizing and of course removing that Hitman. So good on you, I suppose. But there you go. That's a bit of a news.
I know you don't like it, but Expanse season 6 got a trailer.
Yep. It's
only going to be 6 episodes. It's going to end the series.
Oh, neat. Maybe I finally will pick it up and finish it.
Apparently it's been talked that it's going to be all high octane, full pedal to the metal. You know, each episode is going to just be
the new
0
Star
to
Trek,
100, which kind of. I mean, I feel like it sets expectations a little high, but I'm a little sad it's over.
Honestly, well, the only kind of a finale that I would like to see is Avatar: The Last Airbender type of ending, where you actually have, you know, proper, interesting, and meaningful endings, despite somewhat fumbled final scenes. But you know, whatever, still at least more memorable than, you know, most of the bullshit that tends to go on with.
I mean,
some very famous going series, Game of Thrones.
Well, okay. Well, the thing, it's actually the exact opposite problem. They're actually ending the Expanse show, and there's still technically a couple more books to go, but they're just deciding not to do that. They're just going to end the series here.
Okay, that's an interesting decision.
I mean,
sure, they can still
thrilled.
if this ends well, right? Let's say Expanse ends well. That means that let's say in the future, when the books finally come out, they can, you know, say, well,
the books are out.
We're returning, you know, then what else?
The books are out. The problem is that there's a time jump. Like it's I think
then maybe that's a decision. Hey, how about we make another show?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So.
I don't know. For the moment, tentatively, after these last 6 episodes, it's going to be over, quote unquote. So, but you know what isn't over? Star Trek Discovery. They got a season 4 trailer that just dropped. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Zero interest. Carrying on.
All right, fair enough.
Yep,
did you watch the trailer?
Absolutely not. I have no time for modern Star Trek in my life, frankly speaking. For me, it's surprisingly, more of a foundation. Surprisingly.
Chat just says, "What do you think of Mark Ruffalo playing Columbo?" I didn't know that was happening. Holy shit! Really? He kind of looks like him too. I'll give him that. That's freaking awesome. I'm gonna look at that afterwards.
Meh.
Thank you, Artful. Actually, I realize that I'm heavy on the Star Trek news. It's that me and the missus have been making our way through all the Star Treks, and we're on like midway. Yeah, we're midway through season 7 of Voyager rewatch.
Oh God! Wait, you started with Voyager?
We decided to do Voyager, DS9, then TNG because TNG it's good.
Okay.
It's hard.
I just simply have to ask, the fuck is wrong with you two? Why don't you start with the original series?
The same reason that you had a problem with the speeder in Foundation. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Original series is just silly fun. And actually meaningful fun too.
We chose to do it this way.
Fair enough.
Because
I completely get your point, but
the missus is not the missus is not a huge nerd. Okay, I'm gradually easing her into it, and I find it's better that if you're initiating someone into this nonsense, that you start with the CG that actually looks good, and then you slowly move backwards to where you're like. But the original Star Trek was just simply stupid fun so that anyone could understand. Like, I feel like you're not listening to me.
But if you're, well, all right then. Well, I don't know. I just simply
she's
like
not a nerd.
I'm
a nerd. You're a nerd.
That's the thing. Original Star Trek was
okay
for everyone. Oh well. Fine. Well, it is what it is. Your choice. Anyways. All right. Let's talk about something really uplifting and interesting and certainly not depressing. Windows 11 has launched. So, Will you apply it on your PC?
You could not pay me to run that fucking cursed OS.
Why?
It's a privacy fucking nightmare. Do you not? Oh my god. Okay,
but don't you want to share your information with big companies?
No.
Why?
My god, no. Have you actually looked at the stats of this thing, or what this system does? All the new little added features. Basically, it's almost a cloud computing OS that pretends to be a desktop-based one. It's insanely bad. And it's not even finished. Okay, avoiding the privacy issues completely. That's reasonable and fine. Most people don't give a shit. Aside from that, it's kind of broken. It things don't work properly. They still have the same settings menu pop-ups from Windows 2K. If you know how you know how everything
I know those very much because I used 2000 quite a bit back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's dumb. You would think like certain things like UIs in Windows 10. If you go up the settings, if you hit the Windows key, type settings, it'll bring up the settings app.
Yeah.
But certain things like if you need to dig deeper, if you need to change how speakers work, they open up the old school.
You need a control panel. Yes.
Yeah.
Like network adapters, especially.
Exactly. Certain settings need to use that old Windows 2K window. And you think after the lifetime of Windows 10, at some point they would, actually upgrade those two, give them the rounded corners and the bezels and the blah, 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 blah. No, never happened. And now they've brought it over to Windows 11. There is nothing good for you here. There is no reason to go to Windows 11. The big pitch that they're throwing out there is like, it'll help you run your games faster too.
Yeah, because didn't you know games will run faster with Windows 10? Didn't you know that?
Bullshit.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
It won't. Fact of the matter is, it's been tested. No, it won't. As a matter of fact, in AMD systems, I read a few articles back that apparently in few select Ryzen's, it actually dips below or reduces the performance about by 15. I think it was 15 to 10%. So yeah.
No, but the big pitch for Windows 11 is that it'll run your games better. It doesn't. It's been thoroughly tested. It doesn't. There's the beta and everything. You can go and check it out for yourself if you ever want to join the Microsoft Insider program. But it's dumb. It's bad. It's a graphical overhaul that doesn't fix all of the things that needed to be graphically overhauled, and it introduces a host of new services that just basically record everything.
It's not a graphical overhaul. Graphics are just extra to masquerade as a new, fresh thing. It's the important thing is that the things that they wanted, as in tracking and privacy related stuff, to be introduced with Windows 10, they didn't, and it was a bit too late to introduce them in an update. So they decided, well, fuck our promise to make Windows 10 the last Windows you're ever gonna need into jokes on you that you believed on that. We're gonna make another one in which we put in things that we definitely wanted to put in.
Now, actually, there is good news here, is that if you are intelligent and you choose to not install Windows 11, which you really shouldn't, Windows 10 will be supported for another, I think, 5 years?
At this point, frankly speaking, as long as I don't need to install a new Windows in order to run a new DirectX version or my fucking Stream Deck, I'll stick with as old of a version as possible. That, or I'm just gonna, maybe switch to fucking...
That's not great either.
I know, but there are these things called antivirus systems, and hey, fuck it, I'll load up 3 of them. My Threadripper can handle it. But I'll just probably switch to fucking Linux, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I didn't need very certain programs to do what I need to do, and they were only Windows based, I would have ditched this operating system years ago.
I fought tooth and nail to not run Windows 10 as is. I wanted to stick with 7. so much, but the Stream Deck and the DirectX 12 games would just simply not run, and that's a bullshit.
I hate what Windows has become.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, I started hating that already with Windows Vista, not only because it was named after a chicken in my language, but also because it was basically garbage. But yeah, I shit you not, Vista in Latvian is chicken, literally. It was the funniest shit.
I did not know that. That's actually pretty fucking funny.
Yep, it literally is 1-to-1. Oh, love it.
Windows chicken.
Windows kurica, bit.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah,
no, do what you like. If you're one of those people in the chat that hates Pilot and wants to install Windows 11 because I said it don't, then go for it. Let me know how that works out for you. If you're one of those people that is here listening for me instead of Yemix, right? Also don't install it because it's a bad idea. Yeah. What else we got?
Right, so actually, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailer for the movie has finally dropped, and it doesn't host, first of all, Mila, from the previous Resident Evil movies and so on and so forth.
She's getting a little old, man. I mean,
sure, but she's still very pretty and synonymous to Resident Evil for me. I really liked her performances, and it's stupid fun, like all the Resident Evil movies, before this one, the live action that is, were just stupid beyond belief. And I just love them. They're just such popcorn movies. I love them. But yeah, missing her is just, it's just missing a big part of the series. Still,
I agreed. She's a very pretty woman, and I like her too. But she's getting a little up there to be playing these movies.
I don't care. There are plenty of female actors that manage to get good roles out. Even with age coming in, if you will. Some as most as evil witches, if you will, in that sort of a unfortunate role, if you will, but it is what it is. Anyways, one interesting thing about that trailer is that it looks like a fan film. It really does look like a fan film. All the visual effects look like fan film based stuff, and
that's a bummer.
Yeah, the like-dislike ratio is not horrible, but it's getting on the negative side, kind of. Well, it is about 70 to 30%, but yeah, comparison some people have made is that it's just not quite as bad, at least from the trailer, as Doom Annihilation. Oh god, that fucking piece of shit, but it's that sort of a bad. So we'll see. Of course, apparently they try to just go for the games vibe as the Resident Evil 2 games motifs and everything about it, and even the silliness of it. So we'll see whether or not that's what they actually made, or is it just a rotting pile of shit. But we'll see. So there you go. If you want to go and check it out, feel free it's on the YouTubes indeed.
All right. My last two topics, I have no interest in getting into a long, hauled out, detailed
it's
conversation.
Just old man pilot, just simply being old man, I guess.
You know what? I'm okay. You know what? Screw you. I've changed my mind now. YouTube is stopping ads for climate change denial videos because good. And hot take: Facebook is bad, and we should all stop using it. Not that I actually think anybody in this chat or the other chat is actually using Facebook.
You very hot take right there. Just
I know, right?
It's so hot, it's prehistorically frozen.
Old man yells at clouds. Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, pat on the back. You're in the 21st century, my friend. Finally, good job.
Oh.
But yeah, my last topic. Actually, something interesting. Did you actually see the Valve showcasing how to tear down their Steam Deck?
I did not.
Yeah, there's a video out fully showcasing and sort of a tutorial-ish style of how to literally screw it open. What parts are changeable and what. Basically, they showcase and talk about that this is your device and you have every right to open it. That's one of the opening lines for that, and that is just that shouldn't be applauded. Yet, in the modern age where everything's so locked down, which is the saddest thing. However, it's nice that Valve is taking charge and still going for that principle that, hey, if you really want to, you can. Don't do it because X, Y, and Z reasons, but if you really want to, here's how. So yeah, so I absolutely love that principle. So we'll see how, of course, Stream Deck in general, comes out and what else. They also mentioned that they would be providing replacement parts if need be. So that's also another wonderful thing. So yeah, right to repair and all that wonderful stuff. So yeah, support right to repair.
How much is this thing going to cost again?
I think it was $700 or so. Let me just real quick look up the prices. Steam Deck MSRP. Let's see. Oh wait, no, $400. That's the cheapest one. Yeah, the cheapest one is $400. Then there's but basically the capacity, it just differs in capacity.
Wait a minute. If I could open it up and I could replace the drive with whatever the fuck I want.
Yes, exactly.
Then why wouldn't I buy the basic one and then just upgrade to the higher?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They did warn in that video that basically they chose that drive, the M.2 drive that they put in, so that it doesn't, interfere magnetically and wobbly wobbly things with the rest of the components and so on and so forth. There's also the.
Did you wibbly wobbly timey wimey me?
Yeah, exactly. That technical jargon. Because hey, Pilot doesn't really get the technical stuff, so I have to appeal to the.
Pilot doesn't get the technical stuff. I just wanted to rant about. Okay, it's fine.
Hey, you said that about Citizen, so hey, I'm just.
All right.
Well, it is what it is. But no, seriously though, you could actually take out the drive and just simply replace it with something else. You could also take out the joysticks and so on and so forth and replace them, blah blah, everything basically. So yeah, it just depends on.
It's soldered. No, why?
What is soldered?
The basic drive is eMMC and it's soldered to the board. Boo.
No, I don't think so. I need to rewatch
what the guys in the chat are saying. Anyway.
Yeah, I need to recheck that.
I'm not going to get one today anyway.
But yeah, basically replaceable parts, at least in few places. So that's pretty nifty. Anyways, so yeah, there are some things that you kind of need to make compromises on in order to make a device as handy and handleable, if you will, as that. So this is what it is, but still looking forward to Steam Deck. Damn it, the name is really stupid.
That's never getting old for me. That you always say it right the first time, then fuck it up, and then we go right back to the right way.
Should have just gone with the Steam box or just I don't know, Valve's thing, something. In any case,
anyway,
that's about it on the news that I have for you today, for this week. And I think that's about it on all the topics. Done. Yep, there you go. So guys, thanks for watching, and of course, big thanks to all the supporters who supported during the stream, even though the sound effects are not on. Let's see. Skidder, yes, at the start of the stream. Thank you for resubscribing for 27th month in the row. Jesus, thank you. And everyone else who's willing to support, check out the Patreon, Streamlabs, and all the other useful links down below, which really help make the content and stuff that I do, and so on and so forth.
We're sexy. Give us money.
On that perfect note.
Also, no, we're still plugging away for Only Yemix. We want the Only Yemix fans.
Okay, that's that.
Come on, man. Where are the pictures?
Yeah, okay. Check my Twitters and Instagrams. I posted that picture today. It's very exclusive and very raw. Sorry, very. Yes, it's.